Good morning, good morning, good morning. I just saw a video. I'm not gonna play it, but I sent it to my friend. Let's talk about it. Okay. It was I don't know if you can see it. It looked like an alpha was going off, two alphas, Roland Martin and another alpha was going off on each other. We see a lot going on with the black sororities. Like I said, the judgment of God is upon us. Let me explain what happened. How can I say this not nicely? Before you guys start, if you want to purchase this book, this is a good book. The Divine Nine. This we can do a book club reading. But this has all the history of all the black fraternities and sororities. So if you want to just start with this is a very good book because I have to go to the drawing board. I got to go back because you understand. I just got reactive about I think 2019. I went general membership, and then I tried to join a sorority last year and this year, and it didn't work. I mean, a local chapter, and neither one worked out for me. Okay, neither one didn't work out for me because see, I when I you got to ask why did you pledge a sorority, and I never had I didn't have any sisters. I didn't have close girlfriends until well I had friends. I had close girlfriends, but I'm talking about, like really life friends that bang with you that until I went to college. And but up until then it was just me and my mother and I. She was my mother, my sister, my friend. We were really, 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 really close. And I told the story. Initially I was gonna be a Delta. Okay. That didn't work. I have this blanket here as memory from my Aunt Naomi because she wanted me to be a Delta. But of course I always have my own mind. And all the sorority members or Greek members are either they're Deltas or Kappas in our family. That's all we have is Delta and Kappas. And that's it. And I'm the only AKA, you know. And I felt like Alpha Kappa Alpha needed me. I already thought I was the ish from. Diane did a good job with my self-esteem. Okay, I didn't need Alpha. I don't even need them. I'm gonna tell you, they ain't really been beneficial to me. I've been more beneficial to them. But it ain't like they got me jobs. Ain't like that because the places I've been, they ain't there. Other fraternities, white fraternities are there, but they're just not there. The Divine Nine's not that level. And it's not that many of us. And they're trying to hold on to their crumbs, so they ain't trying to help you, especially someone's just as smart or smarter than they are. They ain't that cuter. They ain't gonna help you. Anyway, it wasn't until last year when I got sick. Because I was like in and out the hospital last year. I think I believe it may have been 11 times, okay. But one time I went in the hospital and I had my paraphernalia on, and there were sorors on duty. They swooped down, and these were all inactive sorors. Okay, they swooped down and they handled business. They got me seen right away. They came in. They told the white folks move back because they was trying to be funny with the IV. They came in there and hooked me up to an I. Soror got me a room with a balcony. And these were active sorors that held sisterhood. It was more than membership, boulets, and regionals. It was about sisterhood. And that touched me so much. I said, well, let me go and try and get active. Girl, the mean girl spirit, I ain't down with that. I ain't never been down with it. Okay? I never took part in any pledge or ritual thing like that, hazing other people. I don't believe in hazing. That's why I went grad chapter. Nobody's going to beat my tail to be in any organization. I'm sorry, it's just not going to go down. On a graduate level, you gotta bring something to the table. They gotta be able to use your credentials, okay? But when you're undergrad, they looking at potential. You ain't did nothing yet. You may not even graduate, so you're just potential, and you can't join a grad chapter unless you got a degree. So everyone had a different reason. So a lot of people you see denouncing and all this stuff is because their sorority membership was their God, their identity. They hazed people. They did that mean girl. I ain't all into that mean girl stuff. Now I will clown deltas, all 22 of your founders were AKAs. And I know they laughing at us about Trick Daddy, but y'all was strolling in church. Y'all, matter of fact, the AKAs, we were in the aisles, but y'all was in the pulpit stepping. Like, can you deal with that? They talking about we would never invite Trick Daddy, but y'all was up in the pulpit stepping and popping coochies. Come on now. Come on. But I'm going to go through this. I'm going to go through each because I need to know if something happened. There was a disconnect. I think after we got access to, we can live wherever we want. We can drink from the same water fountain. We can eat in the same restaurants. We could do all that. We forgot that there still was work to do. We became comfortable with our titles, with our money, with our BMWs, with our Lexuses, we became with our clothes, our designer bags, our designer suits, our designer shoes. We got comfortable and we forgot about the mission because we haven't arrived yet. We have not arrived yet. I'm sorry to tell you. We haven't. So if you want to get this book, it's by Lawrence Cross Jr., Lawrence C. Cross Jr., and it's about the Divine Nine. And we all need to read this. Everybody needs to read it. Now, all this denouncing, some of it is prideful because, okay, if you denounce something, why you got to do a media tour? Why you got to do a media tour? And most of it is about you. And if you listen to what they're saying, they participated in raping, sexual assaulting, abusing, making people eat stuff. They ate stuff. They were sexually, so their guilt is eating them up. So I don't want this to be too long, but I'm going to continue on it. If you're on the outside, how can you make change? That's what the devil want us to do. The devil want us to, what, are y'all denounce being a lawyer? Are y'all denounce being a doctor? Are you denouncing being an HBCU graduate? Are you denouncing that? How are you going to make change? How are you going to make change if you're on the outside? That's what the devil wants us to quarantine us, to get us, get us out, out of position, out of alignment, out of alignment. The finger can't say to the to the wrist, I don't need you. The wrist can't say to the elbow, I don't need you. The elbow can't say to the shoulder, I don't need you. The heart can't say to the lung. The heart can't say to the lung, I don't need you. The brain can't say to the heart, I don't need you. All right, I'm done. Once again, The Divine Nine by Lawrence C. Cross Jr. And some of you that have denounced, contact me. Contact me. Use Pink Cotton into Pink Cotton E. Wait, Pink Cotton ENT. I think at gmail.com. I think that's my email. Hold up. Let's talk about this. Now, if God told you to do it, do it. But be real about it. Be honest about it. Yeah, Pink Cotton ENT. That's one word. Pink Cotton. COTTONENT at gmail.com. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about let's flush out why you're doing. Look, you okay, let's talk about this. Let's reason together. You know? All right. Take care. Have a nice day. Bye.